Hi Dennis, this is the video from this morning. I'll start at regular speed and then I'll slow it down. Okay, what we're going to look at is the catch there. That's not bad at all. We've got the blade now locked on. Shins are almost vertical. Just off vertical, so that's not bad at all. What I want to show you is what we're doing is we're opening the back. Can you see how the back opens there? And that's because we're lifting our arms, and what we really want to do is we want to lift our hands just there, first up. Once we've lifted our hands and we've covered the blade, the only thing we want to do at that point is drive the seat towards the bow and the hands towards the bow. No other muscles are used. We're just hanging on the handle, driving the seat towards the bow. Now, if we have a look carefully, what will happen is your hands do a slight arch. Now, it's not a harbour bridge, it's a bit more like the Gladesville Bridge. It's not as pronounced as it was, but there's still a little bit too much lift just there. Can you see how, with the line of that boat behind you, there, now see where your hands are? Now watch what happens to your hands there. Can you see? And that's where we bury about half the shaft on this side here. I'll see if I can bring it in a bit closer. So you can see there we've got half the shaft buried. So you're working very hard to pull the shaft of the oar through the blade. It's actually making it much harder work for you than it needs to be. If we just have the spoon in the water, the spoon is like sticking a stake in the ground and then driving off from that point. But what you're doing, you're having to work the shaft of the blade through the water because we're a bit too deep there. So we'll now just come along and see how the hands come down. Tap out's not bad. Hands could be a little faster around the back, and we could have a bit of body rock there. That's certainly better than it was 3 days ago. Coming up on to a little bit of deceleration. If we just have a look at the stern of the boat at this point, let's have a look at that, how we just bury it just a bit there. And that's because we could just decelerate a little bit more as we come up onto our feet. So we'll go back. Not one of your better tap outs just there. You can see when we don't, how much water comes out on that blade. That's inefficient. What we want to be able to do is just tap the blade out and it literally comes out dry. That was a better tap out. So if you have a look at this tap out, a lot drier. Could be drier still. So if we come in, got to get this system right, compared to that one, see how little water came off the blade at that point? That's much more the sort of tap out we're looking for. A lot less bounce in the boat than there was 6-12 months ago. That was better catch, better tap out. But what we really want to do is do some exercises where we do a full slide, no body rock, no arms. All we do is just drive with the legs. You can see how the back opens there? We don't want that. We just want to, at this point, get the blade covered with the shins vertical, which you've got there, and we just want to drive the seat and the hands very flat towards the bow with no arch in it. So that's the last of the video. Quite a lot of progress in the 4 days this week. A lot more boat run than you were getting. If we can make those changes I've just talked through, you'll pick up a lot more run, and without working that shaft through the water, it will feel lighter and brighter. Thanks a lot. Bye.